A 12-year-old girl is handcuffed, arrested in a school for refusing to delete video that she took inside of the school building. Here's the first video.
We'll put her in handcuffs and walk her right now.
I don't think I want her in handcuffs, but I do want a severe consequence, and I want her off my campus.
Right, I'm all for saving all the kids, but when you use one as an example, it's.
I don't want to make examples. That's
yes,
not my.
but no, but to show that
I hear,
you can, because if she can get away with it, then the next kid.
I hear what you're saying,
yeah.
but just so we're clear, my objective is not to make an example.
I got more. They ended up arresting this child for not deleting a video inside of the phone. There's no statute here that can justify what they end up doing. This was a 12-year-old student at Palm View, K-8 student, refused to hand over her cell phone to school officials after recording an incident on school property. It was a fight, according to the narrative. Here's the second video.
The concern is recording the fight and recording staff and possibly recording the principal, which is absolutely not allowed, and we can ask for it to not be returned to policy. So at this point, I need to make sure whatever's on the phone, the recording is deleted. Was refusing to give up the phone, which normally I would ask you to do when you pick up the phone.
The video is on, you can't see.
So at this point, she will have a referral for the disruption she caused in our courtyard. So we will need you to come get her because I need you to help me make sure that video is deleted.
Stop. Either put it away or put it away.
Now she will be out of school suspended tomorrow, and I could get her.
Have a seat.
Let's go.
Watch the door.
You need to sit down.
Ain't nobody going
She's
nowhere.
causing problems in the
Y'all messing with me.
because she's causing
Have a seat.
disruption.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
What is your problem?
Concern, ma'am. She's about to get in handcuffs if she doesn't get it in control.
Why do I with me, bro? Nobody doing it to her.
Good. Thank you, ma'am. I would love it if you could come get her. Here's my concern. If you videoed one of our staff members that did not give you permission to video them, you can be charged, and I do not want that for you.
The next video I'm about to show you will horrify you. Let me remind you, the principal you see there is trying to cover up something inside of that school. She does not want it out there. There is no criminal code that says you cannot record. As a matter of fact, there's a policy at the school that allows students to have their cell phones. This is not even a violation of school policy. They want the child to delete video, and the child is saying, I did not record you or anyone else. Now, the principal is continuing to say, if you don't give us that phone to delete the video, you're going to be in handcuffs. Here's what happened next.
Why are you manipulating your phone?
How am I manipulating my
Take your
phone, bro?
hands
Leave
out
me
of-
alone.
Your hands are-
Bro, you just threw my phone. Move.
Stop.
Bro, move. Move.
Stop. I know. Okay, all right. All right. Hang on.
Bro, get off me, bro.
Let me fix them.
Bro, move.
They're gonna be tight until I can fix them.
This is a 12-year-old baby. This is a child who has committed no criminal offense. It is not illegal to record if that's even the case. This child was not involved in the fight. This child has been arrested, physically assaulted by a police officer, championed by a principal. The silence of the counselors, I got them all. Let's put up a picture of the school counselor, Palm View K through 8. Let's put a picture up. Her name is Mary Dietrich. There's Mary. Let's put up a picture of the principal. Okay. The principal involved, her name is Kathia Johnson. Let's put up a picture of the superintendent of schools. Her name is Cynthia Saunders. At least 2 people need to be fired. 1 person needs to be arrested, the police officer, maybe even the principal. The superintendent needs to do something quickly. And if the superintendent does not do anything quickly, we will follow back up on this story. David Shuster, this was heartbreaking to see.
This is horrible. I mean, there's no 2 ways around it. I mean, this is just this is disgusting. It's horrible. It just makes me want to tear up. I mean, look, those 3 people that you just showed, along with the police officer, they're going to cost that school and that school district tens of millions of dollars, because the lawsuit that is clear here. You cannot, even if you suppose that it was against policy, which, as you pointed out, it's not against policy to have a phone. But even if they did have a policy against phones, you still cannot grab somebody and put them in handcuffs. Right. You can't do that, even if it's a violation of policy. So they're in trouble in all sorts of ways, legally, in terms of the civil lawsuit that's coming, the school's reputation, and again, the damage to this 12-year-old emotionally for having to go through this in what, 6th or 7th grade? I mean, she's gonna be scarred for years, and the school's gonna have to pay for that. It is, I mean, it's horrifying. I don't even have words how horrifying it is.
You know, this could have been a great opportunity for the cop to stand up for this 12-year-old, stand up to the principal and say something like, no ma'am, we do not arrest for policy violations. What you just said, David, that's correct. Even if it is a policy violation, you don't go to jail for those things. That's like going to jail for taking a stapler at work and not putting it back on the desk because that's against policy. Nobody goes to jail for a policy violation. This cop had a great opportunity to be an advocate for a 12-year-old student and decided to become her enemy. Also, the principal, think about the irony here. The principal was trying to cover up one video, and then her cover up of one video exposed herself on another video. Exposed the entire school, staff, and how they do business on the video being recorded by the cop who she called to cover up a video that was allegedly recorded by the student. The irony is unreal. But we're gonna stay on top of this story.